Hello everyone and welcome to Mental Health Month. Each October Mental Health Month gives us the opportunity to focus on raising awareness of mental health and well-being. The Diocese Social Justice Council usually recognises Mental Health Month by holding a mental health annual breakfast. However, this year, due to COVID-19, this is not possible. The 2020 theme for Mental Health Month is Tune In. Each year on the last Sunday of August, Social Justice Sunday, the Australian Catholic Social Justice Council produced a social justice statement. This year the statement is to live life to the full, mental health in Australia today. This year, MN Wellbeing was developed in our own diocese because the well-being of our staff is very important to us. The focus areas are mind, body and soul, and many resources have been provided to keep us connected and well. Mental ill health may touch us personally within our families, in the work environment or in our community. We are not immune to the effects of mental ill health, and for me, coming from a large family, I am acutely aware of the impact that some of my family's struggles have had on me and the rest of my family. There have been times when I just felt so overwhelmed by the despair, desolation and destruction on members of my family who became very unwell mentally. This year's social justice statement, to live life to the full, mental health in Australia today, invites us to be aware and to grow in our understanding of mental health and those who need our support. Our parishes, organisations and communities can be places of acceptance, care and healing, not places of rejection, judgment or stigma. Without adequately funded community mental health services, there is a gap in the system through which people continue to fall. Social determinants including poverty, living conditions and personal security are significant contributors to mental ill health. The statement highlights the experiences of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and communities, asylum seekers and refugees, people who are homeless and those who are in prison. The bishops have observed that our society tends to draw away from or to push away those who confront us with our own frailties and limitations, which is completely at odds with the story of Jesus. Jesus takes the time to look after people who are frail and with human conditions and draws near to those who are sick and who have disabilities, those who are marginalised or despised. People living with mental ill health are part of the body of Christ, us, not them, and share equally in Jesus' promise of fullness of life. The bishops invite us all to reject stigmatisation, to work for the transformation of social determinants of mental ill health, and to call for policies and service provision that meets the needs of the poorest and most marginalised members of our community. As you would be aware, the COVID-19 pandemic is a threat in many ways, physically, socially, politically and economically, but it's also putting pressure on the mental health of many people in ways both seen and unseen. The Catholic Bishops of Australia encourage faith communities, governments and each one of us to make mental health a priority while recognising that mental ill health is not a moral failure, the result of a lack of faith or of a weak will. Mental health support is provided by volunteers and staff of Catholic organisations, hospitals, schools and community health services, and the bishops encourage us to reach out to those who need support. Our commitment to the dignity of the human person and the common good means attending to the good of all of us, without exception. It means paying special attention to those who are most often overlooked, sidelined or excluded. It is surely time for us to make mental health a real priority so that all people may know the fullness of life which Jesus offers, as taken from John 10:10 in our Gospels. We are called to be instruments of God's love in our community. Please tune in on the events planned for this month by the Diocesan Social Justice Council to take time out and to check on our MN Wellbeing page.